doled out all this damage, might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now. In the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. He's going Kimura now.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight.
The arena in Chicago trembles under the weight of thousands of voices. Fans are on their feet, flags waving, chants echoing across the United Center. This is UFC 319, and this is the fight everyone has been waiting for, the middleweight championship, Dricus du Plessis vs Khamzat Chimaev. The atmosphere feels alive, as if the cage itself is a volcano ready to erupt. Du Plessis walks out first, his eyes locked forward, determination carved into his face. He has defended his belt before, but tonight is different. Tonight, he meets a man who has never tasted defeat inside the octagon. The champion paces, bouncing lightly, the South African flag draped behind him. Then the lights cut. A roar rises. Khamzat Chimaev appears. Cold, ruthless, his stare piercing through the crowd, his walk slow and deliberate. He does not smile, he does not wave, he is already hunting. When the cage door shuts, the noise peaks. The referee brings them together, gives final instructions. Both nod. They step back. The bell rings. Chimaev charges immediately, the energy almost overwhelming. Du Plessis plants his feet, ready to strike, but within seconds, Chimaev changes levels and drives him into the canvas. The crowd gasps as the champion hits the mat. Chimaev traps him inside control, transitioning into a crucifix. His arms pin Du Plessis like steel bars. The champion squirms, trying to free himself, but Chimaev begins landing sharp elbows. The thuds echo, bam, bam, bam. The referee watches closely. Every second that passes feels like an eternity for Du Plessis. When the horn finally sounds, the round belongs entirely to Chimaev. The crowd erupts, some in awe, others in shock at the suffocating dominance. The second round begins with Du Plessis desperate to reset. He throws a heavy jab, a right hook, and even a head kick, forcing Chimaev to step back for the first time. The fans cheer wildly, sensing a shift. But the challenger does not panic. He waits, stalks, then launches forward again. A double-leg takedown slams Du Plessis back to the mat. Chimaev locks him down, pressing his head against the cage. He rains short punches, mixing in shoulder strikes, making every inch uncomfortable. The champion breathes heavier now. The crowd starts chanting, "Stand them up. Stand them up," but the referee allows the action to continue. Round 2 ends with Du Plessis stuck underneath, his face showing signs of frustration. Another clear round for Chimaev. By the third round, the toll is showing. Du Plessis comes out swinging, left, right, left hook, but Chimaev eats the shots and walks straight through him. He pushes him against the fence, lifts him, and slams him down. The cage rattles. The commentators shout over the roar of the crowd, "This is relentless pressure." Chimaev advances position, dropping elbows, grinding his opponent down. Blood trickles from a cut above Du Plessis's eye. His corner yells for him to fight back, to scramble, but every attempt is shut down. Chimaev seems like a machine, methodical, unstoppable. By the end of the round, Du Plessis looks drained, breathing heavily, his arms slow to rise. The fourth round opens with the crowd pleading for action. Du Plessis tries to oblige, landing a clean overhand right. The crowd explodes. Chimaev smiles, yes, smiles, before rushing forward again. Another takedown, another round of suffocation. The boos grow louder now, fans wanting fireworks, but Chimaev doesn't care. He's here to win, to break, to dominate. He pins the champion flat on his back, grinding his forearm across his face, whispering words only Du Plessis can hear. When the referee stands them up for inactivity, Du Plessis throws desperately, punch after punch, trying to change the story. For a moment, it looks like he's finding rhythm. But Chimaev grabs him once more, dragging him into the abyss. The fifth and final round begins with urgency. Du Plessis knows he needs a finish. His corner screamed it between rounds, knock him out or choke him out, it's the only way. He storms forward, throwing everything, hooks, uppercuts, knees. The fans are deafening. Then he jumps into a guillotine choke, locking his arms around Chimaev's neck. The arena explodes in chaos. For a split second, it looks tight. The champion squeezes with all his might. Chimaev's face reddens, his posture bent. The commentators shout, could this be it? Could this be the moment? But slowly, methodically, Chimaev shifts, slips his head free, and escapes. The roar turns to groans. From there, it is all Chimaev again. He secures top position, rains down short punches, grinding out the final minutes. Du Plessis tries, throwing punches from the bottom, scrambling for daylight, but Chimaev keeps him caged. The horn sounds. Both men collapse back, exhausted. The judge's decision is a formality. The announcer reads the scores, 50-44, 50-44, 50-44. The words ring out, and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat bores Chimaev. The crowd erupts. Some cheer in disbelief, others boo the grappling-heavy approach, but no one can deny what they just saw, domination. Chimaev kneels, hands to the sky, tears welling in his eyes. Du Plessis, beaten but unbroken in spirit, raises his hand to acknowledge the crowd. In the post-fight interview, Chimaev thanks his team, praises Du Plessis as a lion, but makes one thing clear, the middleweight division now belongs to him. Du Plessis, humble in defeat, vows he will return stronger, that this is only a chapter in his story, not the end.